I envisioned that golf was going to be bigger, and I convinced the Tournament Policy Board to recognize that the tournament volunteers were essential to our success, that all tournament proceeds must go to charity, and that if we were able to carry that through, that would be in our long-term best interest.
Donating time and energy for the benefit of other people in the community as a social responsibility rather than for any financial reward is the fundamental nature of volunteerism. And it's the backbone of the PGA Tour.
We have over 2,000 volunteers at the Memorial Tournament, and without them, you don't have golf.
We are only as good, only as successful, can only raise enough money for charity based upon the performance of our 100,000 strong volunteer base. And these are men and women that take a week out of their busy lives and contribute that time to every tournament across our 3 platforms.
Quiet, please.
The volunteers really are the lifeblood of the tournament. We have volunteers that have been out here for decades, and they just are so passionate, and they are great ambassadors for the tournament throughout the community. And of course, without them, we wouldn't be able to generate the charitable net that we're able to do.
Our ShotLink volunteers are really the driving force of what we do. We've just kind of tapped into that in terms of how we capture our scores and stats for the viewing public and the networks. So it's really everything to us. I mean, we couldn't do it without volunteers.
One of the fantastic things about the PGA Tour as a business model is that it gives back to each community. And when I talk to our volunteers, one of the things that resonated with them, that resonated with me, is that we're making an investment of our time, but the payoff for that is that we know that at the end of the day, the tournament is going to put money back into our community through the form of charitable donations.
The PGA Tour volunteer family is more than 100,000 strong. One special member, Darlene Riggs, has been donating her time for more than 2 decades, and last year was honored with the PGA Tour Volunteer of the Year Award.
I was overwhelmed and humbled by the whole thing because there are thousands and thousands of volunteers. Good group of people.
I am one of the announcers. On the tee, Tiger Woods. I consider it a privilege to volunteer.
This is my 12th year.
This is my 10th year.
There's never a question every year. We just can't wait for it to come around again.
I've been doing bratwurst and hot dogs all day long. It smells like a bratwurst.
The tour is privileged to have many local nonprofit organizations help recruit volunteers as well.
This is my 5th year being out at the tournament, and what I do is recruit all of the nearly 600 volunteers that Special Olympics Arizona provides, and then I help manage them at their different concession stands to make sure everybody has a great time.
I will be doing the Cadillac in Miami, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill tournament, and then Players in May. I'll do the Tour Championship, and then we will do the web.com back out here at Sawgrass. I'm very fortunate. I do work, and I'm very fortunate to work for a company that allows me to do this because they see the importance of the tournaments, how they do give back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The PGA Tour, its players and sponsors are honored to have so many wonderful men, women, and young people donate their time and energy.
Volunteers are the reason why we get to do what we do. We could not run an event without them. Some of them see my kids grow up. It's just feel like it's part of a family out here now. They do it because they love it.
They see so much that happens in each community that's so great. So it's just kind of a really nice cycle that happens out on the tour.
The PGA Tour is activating a monumental initiative to bring PGA Tour, Champions Tour, and Web.com Tour volunteers into a nationwide social network to grow charitable dollars throughout local communities.
This will be a very high-profile opportunity for someone to extend their reach through the PGA Tour into our communities where our volunteers live and work throughout the year. So the idea that we're going to be able to take this group to another level, to create a social network for this fantastic group of individuals who are so dedicated to the PGA Tour, Champions Tour, and Web.com tours is really an exciting prospect.